You were filming the whole time or what? Alright, looks like we're on. Going to carry out a basic service on the 2023 EXC300. Just a basic service, doesn't take long. This will pretty much be a real-time video. It's a fairly simple undertaking, but I guess some people they just get a new bike or something like that, or second hand or whatever. Never done it before. Show you how easy it is. Yes, the first thing will be to rip the dash plate off this thing, because if I don't, it'll fill up the dash plate full of oil and just make a mess. And plus it's good to take it off every now and then, have a clean under there, inspect your frame, see that so this is a Acabis, I think that's how you say it, dash plate. Yeah, there'll be a lot of people saying that aluminium's better, this is better and whatnot, but this plastic job gets a fair old thumping over the rocks. I'm a full amateur, and it holds up. Holds up well. So that's dash plate off, and as you can see, there's a bit of crap under there, chain lube and stuff like that that gets missed on the clean. It's always good to give that a wipe down. Sand and grip, you don't want your paint wearing off and rusting under there. Wipe, it'll get a bit of a wipe once we drain the oil. Now the drain plug on these things is underneath the gear lever here, if you just want to show them there, Buzz. It's that 13mm there. It's that 13mm just there. Can't really mistake it for anything else in that area. Just bear in mind, I have warmed this thing up. The oil is warm, so it'll come out fairly easy. It's always good to do that. Doesn't matter if you don't. You just crack him off. Undo your plug. And as you can see, that's quite black. And that's only done 10 hours, but a few of them hours was fairly heavy on the clutch. So you sort of replace it to how heavy you are on the clutch, what you're doing with it really. The more you slip in the clutch, the more you have to change your oil. If you just pump it along on it, I think the book, don't quote me, but I think the book actually says 20 hours for a gear oil change, but yeah, we're doing it a bit more than that. I mean, it's not horrendous. It's not horrendous, but they got a magnet on the end of the drain plug here. Always just inspect it for bits of steel and whatnot. If you're getting any chunks on that, well, there. Be a bit of concern there, I'd imagine. But this one's fine, clean and dandy. So just while that's draining off there, on the opposite side here, just while that's draining, in there, in behind that spring there for your brake, is an 8mm bolt. That's actually your oil level. So I normally remove that spring, take that bolt out, this off, through that, take that 8mm out, remove that spring. Get a pair of 8mm. Set along those pliers. Up the Get out of there. Bit of a turn. I can sit down there. Underneath this 8mm bolt, I don't know if you caught it on the camera then, but it actually says oil written underneath it, and that's your oil level. These things actually take 800ml of oil, but it's always good to get that reassurance that it's at its desired height. But 800ml is the recommended amount of oil. Throw that down there. Okay, at this point, pretty well right to whack the sump plug back in, drain plug back in, give everything a good clean, make sure she's good. Always put these in by hand first, never use a rattle gun or anything like that. These aluminium casings, quite acceptable. Now I'm sure there's a torque setting for that, but I've never used it. That'll be in your manual, or I'm sure you can look that up online, but just a little nip is all you need, because it's aluminium and it's got the washer there, it's quite soft. But if you're not sure, use a torque wrench. The other side here.
Can I do a photo bomb?
This is my wife, a little muffin, our kitten.
You are this guy.
So you pick the bike up so it's level. It's always good to have someone give you a hand, or you can put it on a stand, one of the two. Take your cap off.
Oh.
Make sure there's no crap or gunk in there. That's all good, that's all clean.
Don't go under the top.
And then you fill until you see it start coming out the little telltale hole. So at the moment, bike's level. I've got oil coming out of the telltale hole. Put my plug back in. Like so. If Baz wants to go over the other side, make that stand down for us. Go back in. Once again, I'm sure there's a torque setting for this bolt here, but I don't use it. But if you're not comfortable, use the torque setting. Wipe your frame down. After I wash my bike every time, I coat it in CRC, and I also dry it too, just for all the electrics and all that sort of stuff, just to keep all that in check, so you're not getting any corrosion in your plugs or anything like that. And the CRC makes it easier to clean each time, and keeps the water out. And she's nice and shiny every time you jump on her. Whack our little brake spring back on, just like so. Make sure we've got nothing on our filler plug. Nice clean rag. Make sure there's nothing there. Inspect your O-rings okay. Two-strokes are great in the way that they have minimum maintenance, and these TPI bikes, they don't go through plugs at all. This thing's done, it's done 25 hours or something like that. What we got there? Oh, it's done 28 hours. Now, I do carry a spark plug with me, being a two-stroke, but I've never had one go out on me. I had a gas prior to this. But, yeah, I'm not gonna change the plug on this today. It's just the basic bit of maintenance. And of course, the air cleaner. Air cleaner's pretty dirty. It's pretty dusty out here at the moment. So that cops a fair bit of dust on these things. Piece of cake. Change these out. Basically pop that out there, pull him here, and slide him out. Always checking there, make sure you've got no dirt or anything on the inside there in your intake. All looks clean. Now I actually keep two of these filters. Always have one ready to go. I'll clean this when at the same time when the boys' bikes get done, because you just don't want to be wasting cleaning fluid, really. That's there. Make sure this doesn't get any dirt and sand and stuff on it, so I just throw it in an old rag. And we'll oil up the pre-cleaned air cleaner. That's plenty's on there. As you can see, that's nice and clean. Now we go through this process. I just got a tub, some oil. You really want to make sure these are thoroughly oiled. That's the first line of defence for your motor. Open that up. Stick him in there. Get your oil. Simply just pour all over it like that. And just run it through it. Bring it right through it. Soak it up. The other reason is, for having two, is when you do wash them, you don't really want to put them back in wet or oil them wet. So it's good to have a dry one sitting there on standby. Okay, so as you can see, that's completely thoroughly oiled and sorted out. There's not too much dust going to bloody sneak past that. This is another line of defence. This is personal preference. Always get a bit of grease. And just put it on the outside just to ensure that seal. No dust is getting past the air cleaner. Once again, this is personal preference. This is just how I've done things over the years, and it's always worked for me. Pretty basic, easy stuff. lid back on that. Put some dust on it. Back in there. I use Motor X oil. There's plenty of different oils out there. I'm sure they all do a good job. That's just what I use. And you just slip this back in. Push that over there. Really easy system. Bit of a messy job. So your 2 prongs, you can't go wrong. 2 prongs are there. Back over there, like so. You may notice the air cleaner has 2 holes in it. There's a little hook in there. Hook that in there. Hook that in there. And that's it. That's ready to go in the bike. Nice and clean. Very important, this is maintained regularly. You got a hole up the top there, you line the top notch in, and pull that back, push that in. And that's all lined up nice, you can see that it's all sitting in there. Nice, so we've got a fresh clean air filter in the box. So basically, it's just a bit of routine maintenance. Obviously the air cleaner, when it's dusty, I mean, I'd recommend do it every ride, every second ride, but yeah, it's as easy as that on the old EXC300. Spark plug on these. You can actually get to the spark plug through the left hand side, or through the right hand side of the bike here with a spanner, or it's just as easy to pull the tank out. The side cover, no bolts, no nuts. Side cover just pops on. Just line him up. Make sure your front tab's in. Line up your holes. Look in there. Bang, bang. That's it, easy as that. And the last little bit of the process, oiling the chain. I actually prefer dry lube. I don't have any at the moment. Dry lube doesn't spray all over the place. In your ride, collect more dust. Alright, can you just spin that back wheel for me? Set lubed up. Just check our chain tension. 3-finger gap there, right at the back of the adjuster of the that rubber buffer there. I'm happy with that. And yeah, bit of a look over your bike. There is actually an inline filter. Fuel filter that can be replaced. Which we can do. Just cut it there. Alright, so there's just one other little filter on these TPI fuel injected bikes, on the KTMs. You get these little fuel filters. They're only small, they're little gauze, and they live in here. So you've got your fuel line, which goes in straight onto your injector up there. There's a button on the bottom of that. Get a light in there. If you can see the bottom of there, it's actually a button. That's how you unclip the line. Press that, That's unplugged. So that's your tank side, and on your injector side, you'll see here. See there? There's actually a that's actually a little filter in there. So what I do to get it out is I get a screw. I just put a screw in there. Give it a little turn, and it comes out quite easy. That's the old filter. As you can see, that's nice and clean. That's what we want. But I'm going to put a new one in there regardless. Just a matter of pushing him in like so with the finger, and that's installed. Then all you do is bring your line down, clip them back together. You'll hear the click, and that's back on. So yeah, that's the fuel filter, gear oil, and air cleaner. Just check your chain tension, run over your bike, look at everything, all your screws and stuff. I mean, I'm always all over my bike, I know where everything's set at all times. But yeah, that's the basics. Tomorrow I'll go out and I'll find me some technical trials and give that clutch another workout. So yeah, that's not a by the booker or anything like that. That's not gospel, that's just how I do it. But it's basic, easy. I've never had it fail on me. And it's basic maintenance on the bike, if you didn't know. There's a bit of a see of how I do it, not a how-to, but yeah.
How's it going, guys? If you like this video, make sure to drop a subscribe and a like. Be tuned because we're going to be dropping some more clips. Dad's going to go out for an enduro ride tomorrow, so stay tuned because it's going to be a sick ride.